Have you heard of a who am I or who am I attack? This is my first time hearing about it. As you know, we have been learning cyber security, ethical hacking, penetration testing on this channel on Thursday nights, and we are just about done with the reconnaissance phase, the intel gathering phase, which is the first phase of ethical hacking, where we are gathering information on our target. So this story goes in line with what we're learning on Thursday night. So if you have not joined us on Thursday nights yet, you definitely want to add it to your calendar that it is the place to be on Thursday nights as we continue to expand our knowledge and our reach in this tech space, in the cybersecurity space. All right. But this article that we're going to be reading today, we're going to be reviewing how a who am I attack, it gives hackers access to AWS EC2 instances. What in the world is going on here? That's the plan for today. But as we get started, welcome to another episode of The Bug Bite, hosted by your Shuli Tech Droff, where we are Engineer Twin. In today's episode, like I said, we're going to be reviewing this article about a who am I attack. We're going to have to find out exactly what a who am I attack is and how it affected Amazon's EC2 instances. All right. So let's jump into it. All right. So this article, like I said, it's written by Bill Tulis, and it's Who Am I Attack gives hackers code execution on Amazon's EC2 instances. All right. Let me fix my camera up a little bit. Much better. All right. So it reads, security researchers discovered a name confusion attack that allows access to Amazon Web Service accounts to anyone that publishes an Amazon machine image AMI with a specific name. Dubbed Who AMI, the attack was crafted by Datadog researchers in August of 2024 who demonstrated that it's possible for attackers to gain code execution within AWS by exploiting how software projects retrieve AMI IDs. Amazon confirmed the vulnerability and pushed a fix in September, but the problem persists on the customer side in environments where organizations fail to update the code. Remember I told you how although a fix might be pushed, a patch might be available, but if the customer or the company fails to apply it, then we are still in a world of trouble. So we have to properly follow the security protocols that we have set in place. All right. So it says carrying out the who AMI attack. AMIs are virtual machines pre-configured with the necessary software, operating system applications used for creating virtual servers, which are called EC2 Elastic Compute Cloud instances in AWS ecosystem. So we have used EC2 instances all the time on this channel when we were learning DevOps and things like that. When I need to like do something on the cloud, I'll just spin up an EC2 instance. So and AMI is what is the image or the template of the operating system, right? So there are public and private AMIs, each within a specific identifier. In the case of public ones, users can search in the AWS catalog for the right ID of the AMI they need. To make sure that the AMI is from a trusted source in the AWS marketplace, the search needs to include the owner's attribute. Otherwise, the risk of a who AMI name confusion attack increases. The who AMI attack is possible due to misconfigured AMI selection in AWS environments. The retrieval of AMIs by software using the EC2 describe images API without specifying an owner, right? So and that's a way, like when you're using the API, you can get a list of details if you have the right permissions to see that. So that's how it's being exploited. It looks like the use of wildcards by scripts instead of specific AMI IDs. The practice of some infrastructure as code tools like Terraform using most _recent equals true. So So what they're doing is they're doing an API call, probably through Terraform, to say, all right, give me a list, like describe the images without specifying an owner. And they're saying, all right, they're using a wildcard saying like this ID with an asterisk and say, okay, give me all of these that match this, right? And then they're saying, okay, we're going to use Terraform to be able to quickly get the most recent ones. So automatically picking the latest AMI that matches the filter. These conditions allow the attacker to insert malicious AMIs in the selection process by naming the resource similarly to a trusted one. Without specifying an owner, AWS returns all matching AMIs, including the attackers. Oh my God, it's clever. It's clever. Should AWS have been? Should they have been onto this? It's hard to say because like trying to think about all these security risks is tough, but that's why we have penetration testing. And I'm sure AWS paid a hefty penny to the person who caught this and helped them patch it up, right? And that's why I say, if you're interested in ethical hacking, penetration testing, it is imperative that you sign up for a site that offers bug bounties. And even if you don't make a dime off of it, the fact that you have the opportunity to try and see, okay, what do I need to do? That is an amazing, amazing opportunity. So you definitely need to try it. All right. So sign up today. So I'm not recommending any particular one because none of them are sponsors of this website, but I'm telling you that you need to go sign up have access to be doing these bug bounties. All right. If the parameter most recent is set to true, the victim system provides the latest AMIs added to the marketplace, which may include a malicious one that has a name similar to a legitimate entry. All right, so this is an example of how it looks. So let's say we have the region and it says Amazon Linux 2 AMI, use default instance. All right, so demonstrating the retrieval of a malicious instead of a trusted AMI. Amazon Linux 2. So I see me like just looking at this. I don't know what makes this malicious. I can't tell. I wouldn't be able to. So I might end up choosing a bad one. Basically, all an attacker needs to do is publish an AMI with a name that fits the pattern used by a trusted owner, making it easy for users to select it and launch an EC2 instance. And then you start putting your stuff on there, and it's terrible from there, right? The WHO AMI attack does not require breaching the target's AWS account. The attacker only needs an AWS account to publish their backdoored AMI to the public community AMI because they have access to that, right? They're the ones who set it up. AMI catalog and strategically choose a name that mimics the AMI of their target. Crazy. Is there a video here? Is there a video opportunity? You know what? Here's what we're going to do. After we finish reading the article, we will watch this video to see what this is all about, all right? Says Datadog says that based on their telemetry, about 1% of the organizations about 1% of organizations the company monitors are vulnerable to WHO AMI attack, but this vulnerability likely affects thousands of distinct AWS accounts. Amazon's response and defense measures. So, Datadog researchers notified Amazon about the flaw, and the company confirmed that internal non-production systems were vulnerable to the WHO AMI attack. The issue was fixed last year on September 19th, and on December 1st, AWS introduced new security controls named Allow AMIs, allowing customers to create an allowed list of trusted AMIs. Smart move. AWS stated that the vulnerability was not exploited outside of the security researchers' test, so no customer data was compromised via WHO AMI attacks. That's awesome. That's good news. That is good news, all right? It says Amazon advises customers to always specify AMI owners when using the EC2 describe image API and enable the allow AMIs feature for additional protection. The new feature is available via AWS console to EC2 account attributes allowed AMIs. Starting last November, Terraform 5.77 started serving warnings to users when most recent equals true is used without an owner filter. Smart move. With stricter enforcement planned for future releases. That is very, very smart. So system administrators must audit their configuration and update their code on AMI sources, Terraform, AWS, CLI, Python, Boto 3, and Go AWS SDK for safe AMI retrieval. You know what? I am actually going to send, because I know we use AMIs and stuff like that. I don't know if we would ever be affected by this, but I'm going to send that to my group chat at the company so that they can at least be aware of this and make sure that if there's anything that needs to be patched up, just in case we miss it, right? I don't think that's the case, but just to be safe, I am going to do that, all right? Because this is serious, and we do not need people getting our data, all right? It says, to check if untrusted AMIs are currently in use, enable AWS audit mode through allowed AMIs and switch to enforcement mode to block them. Datadog has also released a scanner to check AWS accounts for instances created from untrusted AMIs, availability in this GitHub repository. So I'm gonna take this upon myself to make sure that we are protected, and that if we need to enable this audit mode and if we need to do the scanner, that we're well taken care of, right? But with that being said, I'm going to go back to our full screen. And there we have it, folks. There we have it. That is the attack on AWS AMIs through the Who AMI exploit, where it was potentially, it almost gave hackers a way in, but thankfully, you better thank a Datadog for catching this and helping AWS patch it up and protecting us. Truly, but I say that if you are working for a tech company and you're using AWS and you're using their AMIs for EC2 instances, you should go check to make sure that your company updated whatever needed to be updated, and that you are and that your Terraform settings are not set to recent underscore what was it? Recent most underscore recent equals true. It's not set to that, and if it is, that you do have an owner filter. It's put in place. All right. I'm gonna check that this on Monday, first thing in the morning. I'm gonna check that, make sure that we're good to go. But yeah, that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment. I love to interact with your comments. I love the engagement. I really appreciate you. And it just lets me know that I'm adding value into your life. And that's my only goal on the channel. My goal is to add value, whether that is in ethical hacking, in cybersecurity, whether that is in DevOps, whether that is in large language models, whatever the case may be. That is my goal. Do me a favor though, as we wrap up the show, a couple of things. The first thing, a big favor, go and take the traumatic brain injury survey. My cousin, I grew up with her. She suffered an accident, a biking accident last year, and she suffered a traumatic brain injury, and she is recovering from that. However, her being in tech herself, she's a system engineer. She has a master's degree in mathematics. She she sees that there is a lack in information on traumatic brain injuries for those who are suffering from one and for those who are taking care of somebody suffering from it. So she's doing research and collecting data to see how people view it, what they know about it, to start offering some support and content to help those suffering from a traumatic brain injury, as well as those who have a loved one who might be suffering from a traumatic brain injury, and how to deal with that. All right. So do me a favor. The link is in the description of the video. It should be circulating through the chat as well. So go ahead and take that. My friend Mitch says it takes about 3 to 5 minutes to fill it out. So please do me a favor. Please help us gather the data that we need to help out the people who suffer from this and the loved ones. All right. Next up, do me a big favor on your way out. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every time they go live and drop new content. And second to last but not least, check out the Abandoned album. It was released last Friday on Valentine's Day. It is doing amazing. A lot of people are giving me positive feedback. Check it out. It is available on all streaming platforms. So the link is in the description as well. So go ahead and stream that. And last but certainly not least, go to techcoachdrop.dev. You can sign up for one-on-one coaching where we can work together one-on-one, but you can also sign up for exclusive content where you get access to our sprint reviews, our scrum nights. You get access to the new Team TechCoach Discord, where you will get placed in there. You have to be a tiered member, but you'll get placed in there, and you can start working together with people of like mind. I am keeping it to be very, very tech focused, but a tech community where it's fun, but we actually get work done. trying to get you guys to get to work together to try to get some experience in this field and, learn from each other and go from there. And that way, I am offering multiple ways to run it up because I cannot work with, it's very limited to the people that I can work. I'm limited on who I can work with one-on-one. But if I make this community so you guys can start to collaborate and network together, then I am adding more and more value into you. There are some amazing people in there who are learning Python, who are learning ethical hacking, who are learning a plethora of things. So tap in, link up, and let's go out there and get it. All right. With that being said, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is Tech Coach Ralph with another episode of The Bug Bite. We are out.
Can find even one, just an honest person. So many lies, so many scams, so much brokenness. Why do we do this to ourselves? We need truth unchained from lies, freedom soaring past the sky, honesty in every breath we take, a world of love where hearts don't break. Walking down the street, I see the shadows creep. People wear their masks, but underneath they weep. Tired eyes hiding secrets deep and dark, in a world where truth's a dying art. In the shadows hiding from daylight, smiling faces that don't seem right. Where's the goodness we seek each day? In a world where light feels far away. Where's the good? Where's the honest heart? In this world that's tearing us apart. We need freedom. We need honesty. In the time of lies, set our spirits free. Promises broken like shattered glass, whispers of deceit in every word that passes. Searching for a light in this twisted maze, hoping to find truth amidst the haze. Where's the good? Where's the honest heart? In this world that's tearing us apart. We need freedom. We need honesty. In a time of lies, set our spirits free. Where's the good? Where's the honest heart? In this world that's tearing us apart. We need to rise, break these chains. Freedom and honesty, despite the pains. Scammers with their tricks and liars in disguise, abusers hiding safely behind their lies. We seek justice, but it's nowhere to be found. Lost in a sea where deceit abounds. Abusers shame with hands unseen. Innocent hearts caught in between. We dream of days where hope's reborn. A better world where none are torn. Kindness grows in unseen places, among the masks and hidden faces. We hold the dreams of brighter days, wishing away